No, I told you I'm not leaving your side until I'm sure we can trust you. I am keeping an eye on you. And if you don't like that, well, you're going to have to get over it. You want to talk about fair? Is it fair that we have to live out here in the cold, in the wild, when so many other species, not just humans, but so many other species get to live comfortable in their homes, get to live inside protective walls where city guards keep them safe. And we have to be out here. And we're lucky to even have this. You know that, right? There are bounties being put on werewolves literally every single day. Because we are a convenient villain. Never mind the fact that every story that's told about us is completely made up. I already told you it doesn't work that way. We don't infect other species like a disease. We are born, just like anything else. Look, if you really just want me to bite you, you can ask for that. But I cannot make you a werewolf. It doesn't work that way. You're the one who brought it up. I keep telling you, that's not how it works, and you keep bringing it up. Well, either you don't believe me, or you just want to feel my teeth on you. Is that it? Does that sound appealing to you in some way? To have my mouth touching your skin? My teeth just ever so slightly biting down, just enough. Not to harm you, but to break the skin. You are a strange one. It's not happening. And you're going to stay here. I am a little bit impressed. You picked up on how to make a fire very quickly. Though I should caution you, if you intentionally set a fire and try to draw attention or get us to run out of here, well, you would be endangering my pack, and I cannot allow that. So, don't do it. No, or else, just don't. Do you really need to hear in grave detail what would happen if you did, or can you just be obedient? Don't do it. Yes, it makes a nice warm place to sleep. That is the point. Because unlike you, we don't have nice warm homes to live in. Hell, it's still raining. It's been raining out here for 3 days. I did offer to help, and you told me you had everything handled. Although from the looks of it, it's likely you were just trying to, make yourself feel better. Because this structure you've built, it's not keeping out the rain. You're going to get sick if you keep sleeping out here, not warm, not dry. You could catch a disease and die out here. Look, I may not trust you, but that doesn't mean I want you dead. For the last time, we don't eat people. You taste terrible. Really. You guys think so highly of yourselves that you're at the top of the food chain. That doesn't mean every single monstrous creature out there wants to eat you. Okay? You're not that special. You are a living creature that walked into our territory and cannot be allowed to leave. That doesn't mean we're going to eat you. The way you keep going on about it. Well, either you really do believe all of those stories, or there's an ulterior motive. One which I'm not sure what that would be. Well, let's just say I hope that it's just you were raised around people who taught you how horrible werewolves are. Except it's common for intruders, for trespassers, to be held accountable for their actions. We don't have guards. We don't have a jail to lock you in. What we have is me to keep an eye on you. Unfortunately, we don't have big cities. We don't have the luxuries that you expect. That doesn't make it inhumane. That's a ridiculous notion. It's just something we are not able to do because of. We've been driven out of everything. My father was killed because of humans. And I watched him slowly degrade over the years because he never recovered from that injury. An injury he received keeping me safe from humans who were trespassing. So I know firsthand how dangerous dealing with humans can be. And instead of deciding that we should just execute you on the spot, I gave you a chance. And you're trying to throw it in my face that I'm not letting you leave? You couldn't leave if you were buried in the ground. Would that be preferable? Is that what you would like? Then I really don't see how any of this is productive at all. You are here now, you are alive, and we will ensure that you are fed and taken care of to the best of our ability. It's not our fault that our ability is not as good as what you've become accustomed to in your cozy, fancy little city. Is that sincere? You're actually apologizing. Well, I didn't expect it. I expected that you would continue denying the reality of the situation and, I don't know, assuming you were in the right. Well, not to be racist, but that is what has happened over and over and over. It wasn't just my father who was hurt trying to keep us safe from humans. My grandmother, her too, and she's the reason why my father was so quick to jump in and try and protect me. Because she was shot, and she didn't survive. And she didn't slowly deteriorate like my father did. She was gone instantly. Do you realize how significant that is? We can recover from nearly any wound. I've lost an entire arm fighting a bear before, only to regenerate it over the next couple of weeks. But a wound from a human's silver weapon is a death sentence to even the strongest of us. So yes, we are very, very wary of humans. We are terrified of the damage you can inflict. We keep our distance because we have to. Look, I can't speak about other creatures, vampires and banshees and all of those other things that go bump in the night and the things that humans tell scary stories about around campfires and things like that. I don't know them. I have not grown up around them. I have not met them. I've only heard stories. But honestly, I'm inclined to believe that they are just as harmless as we are. Just trying to live their life as best they can and being given the short end of the stick at every turn. Well, how fun could it be, dying the second you touch the sunlight? You have to come out at night. But humans are a very scared species. You act like you're not, but you are. You always have been. Afraid of the things that are in the dark, afraid of the things you can't see, afraid of the things you don't understand. Hell, that's why you make up so many stories about how horrible those things are. Because it justifies the way you treat us. If we are just another species living out in the woods trying to get by, it is absolutely unreasonable to treat us the way the humans do. But if we're monsters, if we're villains, if we are the bad guy, you can do whatever the hell you want to us. And it's always okay, because we deserved it. Because we're the villains, the monsters, we're the evil ones. Did I ever once say that you are evil? Did I ever once say that you are going to stay here because you, as a human, are a bad creature? Did I, really? Because I don't remember it that way. No, what I remember is you telling me that we were the villains for trying to defend ourselves. If I were to walk up to the city gates from where you came from, just walk up and say hello, I would be shot on sight. And probably dead within an hour. And that's assuming that they don't take me in and study me and do experiments on me, because I know the kinds of things that your people do behind closed doors. Because I can hear them. Maybe you can't. Maybe your sense of hearing is underdeveloped and you're not aware. But I hear the creatures crying in the dead of night from the center of your city. They are doing things there maybe you're not even aware of. But they happen, and your presence creates an opportunity for those things to happen to me, to my pack, to our cubs here, and I will not allow that. You had better watch your damn mouth. I allowed you to live. That's what I allow. Unless you think that was a mistake and I can correct that. I am trying to be nice and patient and understanding because I know you are not responsible for all of the horrific things your species has done. But if you keep pushing me, I will do what I need to keep me and mine safe. See that you do remember that. Really, the arrogance. And here I was about to help you with your shelter. Why? Why would I? After all of the things you have just said, revealing what you still think of us. Maybe I should leave you to catch pneumonia. Oh, it is excruciating. I'm sure the healers in your village could handle it. But we're not exactly inclined to heal you here. Especially not the way you've been talking to me. The level of disrespect, the level of self-entitled, self-righteous bullshit you are spewing. No, I don't think so. If you want to be treated like an equal, you had better start acting like one, and not like some holier-than-thou who's... Call it whatever the hell you want. I don't care. I really don't. I will keep my family safe. Why would I ever answer that? You sit here insulting me and then try to ask personal questions? It's none of your damn business. I'll tell you what, I'll fix this shelter for you. Because even though I am absolutely fucking furious with you, I don't want you to suffer pneumonia. Who would just prove everything you're saying right? Wouldn't it? How heartless we are, how horrible and barbaric we are. The reality of the situation is you don't realize how barbaric you humans have always been. Yeah. Okay. Show me another species that's responsible for the extermination or the relocation of as many species as you are. Because there aren't any. That's why you can't think of them. There aren't any. Of course I'm pissed. It's bad enough that you went wandering somewhere you don't belong, and now I have to spend my time watching you. Like some sort of infant. I don't care. I don't care if you find that insulting. You don't know how to survive out here. You may be an adult in your city, but out here, you are not. You cannot keep up with the pack. You cannot hunt with us. You cannot even build your own shelter. Out here, you don't qualify as an adult. None till you've proven yourself. And maybe you don't want to. Maybe you never will. Maybe you can't. But if you can, it's only fair to give you the chance. Because that's what my grandmother would have wanted. You have so many stories about us. Stories you have made. Do you know any of our stories? Long ago, humans domesticated wolves. And over time, they became dogs. Man's best friend. They spend all day together. You have dogs who guard your sheep. You have dogs who guard your homes. You have dogs who guard your businesses. But at the same time, wolves continue to exist and adapt to the world around them. And some of them developed a little bit differently and became what you understand as werewolves. We howl at the moon because that is in our nature. We are wolves. We howl to communicate over long distances. We don't have the spells or the carrier pigeons or the messengers that you do, who travel along the roads you have made. We use what we have. We use our lungs. We use our voice to talk to each other. And humans think it's ominous, scary, dangerous to hear a pack of wolves in the distance. But you don't know what we're saying. The howling, yes, the howling when you arrived. That was my pack urging me to execute you for the crime of invading our land, and I did not do it. I feel like we're just going in circles at this point. And this doesn't feel like a productive conversation. Maybe it is still frightening to hear all the howling. You know, a lot of times it's just celebrating a birthday. Something you humans do all the time. Something that is a cause for great joy. Someone has survived another year in this harsh and unforgiving world. That is significant. And yet when we do it, we are ominous. We are scary. We are dangerous. It's really not fair. I didn't ask to be born a werewolf, but I am. And so I live according to the rules that this world allows me to. And unfortunately, many of those rules are written by humans. Humans who don't care to understand, who don't care to learn about us. They just decide big, scary, dangerous, kill. It's exhausting. It's infuriating. Your shelter does look better now. Well, it's not ideal by a long shot, but it should keep you dry and warm. And that should be enough for now. Did you end up eating those berries I pointed out to you? Well, I don't think raw meat is really in your diet. We can cook the meat over the fire, but none of us here really know how because we don't need to, so we might burn it accidentally, and we don't want to do that. But the hunting party will be back soon. And if you've had your fill of berries, I will offer you some meat. As infuriating as talking to you has been, I'm still very genuine. I do not want any harm to come to you. Because I can hear them. I can hear them coming back. I forget how dull human senses are. Well, they'll be here before nightfall. And I guess in the meantime, you may want to double check your shelter. If it starts leaking in the middle of the night, I'm not helping you fix it. Hello, everyone. Star here, and thank you for listening to this video, audio, vadio kind of thing. This is a part 2 to the werewolf audio thing we did a week or two ago. And, I didn't mean to be so mean, and I feel like, as far as characters go, it's not that. I don't know. Like, it's conflicting. Because on the one hand, in the werewolf's shoes, right, they've been treated pretty bad. And not specifically by the listener, but like, I mean, let's take a look at fantasy, right? Werewolves are almost always bad. And they're these things that you get a quest to go kill in, like, I mean, not every RPG, but like all the time. You're always going out to kill werewolves. Even if they're not a big major plot point, they're probably an enemy somewhere in the game. They show up, you fight them, you kill them, you win, and move on with your day. But why do they have to be the bad guy? What if they're literally just like an alternate evolution line where wolves split into dogs, and then there were also still wolves, but then there were werewolves? Why not that? I know a lot of Elder Scrolls lore, and I like the way that they handle werewolves, you know, being the influence of a Daedric prince, or basically a demon. But I could be wrong. I can't think of a game I've played, or a story I've read, or a movie I've watched where werewolves are literally just, I mean, primitive wolf people, right? They're not transforming in a full moon, going into a blind rage and killing everyone in the village. They're just a wolf pack of, like, basically cavemen, but wolf powered cavemen. Uh, I guess that's kind of it, right? So that's the general kind of aesthetic and theme and whatnot we're going for here. And in that world, where werewolves are not mindless monsters, they're just, you know, a different brand of people, wouldn't they hate how horribly they're treated by just people? You know, I feel like it's, yeah, she's very blunt. She does not put up with bullshit. I don't feel like that's mean. The tone probably comes across as a little mean, but I don't feel like she's mean. And you know what? Let's do it again. Audience participation time, because I like doing these. Let me know what you think. Is she, like, actually unredeemably mean? Is she justifiably mean? Is she not mean, but just kind of put up with a lot of bullshit? What is the impression that you, as the listener, get? Let me know. And I'm going to go and run to the bathroom and maybe record another. I have been hitting it hard on the recording. I'm building up my backlog of audios again while still also releasing 5 a week. And it's good. I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm proud of everything that's been going on and everything I'm going to keep going with, on, whatever. You know the words I mean. So, thank you so much for listening to my rambles and talking out loud to myself and stuff. It's fucking awesome. So, thank you. very much. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Mwah.